to a Robin Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to be the boss, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done.
Ow, you know what it is, baby. How many times we gotta say it? Once again, here for sports. Yeah, it's the underground sports show, baby. You know what it is. It's your host, Filthy Rich. I got my co-host with me down in NC, LAB, aka OB1. What's up, baby?
What's good, brother? What's good? What's good, Filthy?
Hey, you know what it is, baby. It's the underground sports show, baby. That's how we do it. We do it live, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Call into the show whenever you like, 412-407-2744. And let us know how you feel out there. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the like button, man. Get us out there. You know what I'm saying? We trying to stretch out. You know what I'm saying? Stretch some wings across the nation. So hit the like button, man, and so everybody can listen to the underground, man. Pop up on YouTube, on your YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what it is today, man. Hey, look. Day one of I'm about to say fantasy football. Free agency. Got a lot to do with fantasy football, though, because you need to pay attention to this free agency stuff so you can get down with your fantasy football. You know what I mean? You ain't going to know your squads. You ain't going to know your players. You ain't going to know how it's going to work unless you know where everybody's at, baby. This is how you're going to get your edge in this upcoming fantasy football season. So it's time to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? LAB, how's it doing down there in North Carolina, baby?
Ooh, boy, it's crazy.
It's starting to heat up. Everything's crazy, man. It's
not heating up. It's cold still, but it's heating up with this free agency.
Yeah. Free agency is definitely heating up. And that's where I want to start at, man, down in North Carolina, because that's the first one I seen today, man. J.C. Horn, man. You was just talking about J.C. Horn yesterday. I wake up to J.C. Horn getting a super big contract out of the Carolina Panthers. Definitely deserves it. 4 years, $100 million with. Talk about it, baby. This your hometown. Talk about it.
Yo, I was gonna tell you like this. It $100 million. That's big.
Yeah,
that's big. 4 years.
4 years, $25 million a year. Easy math.
Year, right.
Easy math. In a beautiful state of North Carolina, which is pretty conservative to live in. You could buy a house for the low compared to a lot of other states. You could live for the low. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more money in Carolina than it would be in other places like California or New York or something like that. You know, but J.C. Horn definitely deserves it. Son of Joe Horn. I got it right? Joe Horn.
Yeah. Which
played for their rival team, the Saints.
Yeah.
And now his son is one of the highest paid corners ever, I believe. You know what I mean? 4 years, $100 million. That sounds like it. That's a big number for a corner.
Money for a D-back, bro.
But he plays well, man. He had 2 sacks last year, I believe. I don't know. You probably know how many interceptions he had.
I'm gonna tell you like this right here, Rich. And this is coming from the fans. This past season was probably the longest that he stayed healthy. Okay. Even though he did go out at the end of the season for a couple of games, but still, the man played 14 games this season. So You gotta give him some pat on the back. Because since he been a rookie, I mean, damn, he missed almost his whole rookie season,
Okay.
rookie year.
Right.
Then the next year he got hurt, he was out. Then the next year he got hurt in like 2 or 3 games. I'm like, God damn, bro.
Right.
So now just to hear him, to see him last year shine like the way he did
Definitely.
was epic, man.
We was all waiting for it.
When the boys when he's in there, they already got him up there as top five shutdown corners that most quarterbacks will not pass to his side.
Okay. And he's South Carolina Gamecocks boy, right? Is that where he went to college?
Who?
J.C. Horn, South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he homebred all the way. He homebred all the way, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Something is.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, I like the move. What did I say yesterday about Carolina? I was, I was thinking draft pass rusher. So we was talking about how they need to keep their corners intact. And, they play well on the back end. And if they can get some pass rush, hey, they're going to be lit. For real. But one of the best corners in the league, why not? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting here looking at free agency, right? Them motherfuckers just signed, they just signed former Chiefs defensive tackle, Tershawn Wharton.
Yeah, number 98, Wharton. Carolina got him?
Yep.
Okay.
They just signed him.
Okay.
3 years, $54 million.
What did I say? Pass rush.
Yep. And then they also signed they signed a nose tackle from the Rams.
Right.
Bobby Brown III.
Okay. Hey, I got a lot of faith in Carolina this year, man. Last year I was down on your boys, but they impressed me.
Mm-hmm.
They impressed me late in the season. So, what's the coach's name again?
Dave Canales.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, hey, he did a good job. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see what's up with Carolina. They digging in the free agency. They kept it home, and then they got Wharton. They got them some pass rush. He ain't the elite guy, but he's definitely he's worth the money, and he played well for the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? But if they could go get somebody like James Pierce Jr. in the draft, I think that would help them out with that speed on the edge right there, man, and get that Brian Burns type of guy back in Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any more on Carolina? We can move on.
Move on, sir.
All right, we moving on, man. All right, we're going to stay right there. No, you know what? We're going to flip it, man. Since you did your Carolina thing, we stand right here in Pittsburgh on this one, all right? Whew. So this one right here is a negative on Pittsburgh. Yesterday, we had the plus for Pittsburgh. Today, they tore us right back down with Justin Fields gets out of town. At least, I would say, this is my estimate, 65 to 70% of the people in Pittsburgh wanted Justin Fields to be the quarterback, all right? He gets out of here, goes to the Jets, 2 years, $40 million. That's $20 million a year. Another contract, that's easy math. And, yeah, man, look, Justin Fields gets what he wants, man. He got his payday. Even though he's in New York with the big taxes and stuff like that, hey, $20 million a year is $20 million a year, all right?
Right.
But everybody in Pittsburgh, wanted Justin Fields to stay. I really did too. But he needed to work on his passing, and the Steelers really wasn't willing to pay him a lot of money. Here was the rumor or the scuttlebutt all week. It was that it really wasn't a rumor. They said they offered Justin Fields money already to sign back. Justin Fields told him, you know what, whatever the number was, they didn't say that, but whatever the number was, Justin Fields said, I'll wait till Monday and I'll test the waters, okay? And he gambled right. On the first day of free agency, that man is gone. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think Justin Fields would be gone that quick. I knew there was a few teams that could jump up and snatch him, but I thought they'd be patient, willing to deal with him, try to lowball him a little bit just because of the position he was in. Knowing he's a good player, but at the same time, they know he was in a desperate situation. But hey, look, he played well early for the Steelers last year. The Jets liked it. They got Aaron Glenn is their head coach, who's the defensive guy. They let Aaron Rodgers get out of here, you know what I mean? So they needed somebody, and they went with Justin Fields. So they're going with the mobile quarterback like a lot of the NFL is doing and seeing if, giving Justin Fields a second chance. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets still got them another quarterback in the draft or something like that. First, second round, third round.
Yeah, they will.
To challenge Justin Fields. $20 million is a lot of money, but that's really just like good backup. Yeah. That's really the best backup in the league money. That's what that is.
Right. That's what that is. Best backup in the league money.
But speaking on the Steelers, it put the Steelers in a bind. Because now you leverage with the two old quarterbacks that you're trying to get, which one is Russell Wilson, of course. He's still, hanging around, sitting around the locker room, waiting for the Steelers to say, okay, we're going to pay you and you the man. But they also talked to Aaron Rodgers this morning. Heavy. And I heard rumors later on the day that they're really close to signing with Aaron Rodgers, okay? So they might have to overpay one of them dudes, no matter which one it is. They might have to overpay him because they're desperate now. Before they had Fields, never mind, Aaron, never mind Russell Wilson. We'll just keep Fields, right? They could have did that before yesterday. But now they don't have that leverage no more. So now if I'm Russell Wilson and I was asking for, 22, 21, now I'm like, you got to give me 25 because who the hell else is out there? You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to that later, why ain't nobody else out there, because there's other guys that went other places. But right now, Justin Fields is the starting quarterback for the New York Jets. I like it because I like Justin Fields, and I think he deserved the chance to start. And that's why I like it, okay? So anything else on Justin Fields? Because I gotta get in. I'm gonna get into something else real quick. But you got anything else with Justin Fields on the Jets?
Nah, I'm appalled at them getting Fields.
Okay.
With nothing to throw to.
Okay.
I mean, they still got Garrett Wilson.
I love it. You right on. We right with me. Go ahead, because that's the next thing I got to say. Come on with it. Say it.
And then you got they got a running game. Breece Hall.
Two good running backs. What's number 0's name? He's out of Wisconsin. He's a bad boy. They got two good runners. They got. I would say them. Would you say them two running backs? Breece Hall and that number 0. What's his name? Anderson. What is it? Anyway, he's real good. I think them two might have been better than Najee and Jaylen Warren last year for sure. So he got two good running backs behind him. All right. You got a defensive coordinator who's going to hand the ball off, right? And here's where I was about to connect what you were saying about nobody to throw to. I think the Steelers need, because we're still talking about the Steelers low-key, I think the Steelers need to trade George Pickens, or it's an option to trade George Pickens. And maybe they could connect George Pickens and Justin Fields back up for the New York Jets. They just lost Davante Adams. They got Garrett Wilson. Now, Garrett Wilson did play at Ohio State. He did play on Ohio State with Justin Fields. So he got him. So don't forget about him. But he do need a second receiver. Just like, Aaron Rodgers wanted Davante Adams. Let's bring George Pickens in for a second round, third round pick. And now we got a little squad. He already got rhythm with, he played with Justin Fields last year. Let's see if we can get that together. That's what I'd be thinking if I was the Jets. Let me call Pittsburgh and say, hey, look here. We know y'all got two diva receivers. He's probably not happy. DK Metcalf's probably already, tapping him on the shoulder, asking him about, can I get that number 14? You know what I mean? And George Pickens knows he ain't going to be the number 1 receiver in Pittsburgh no more. At least he ain't going to get number 1 money because DK Metcalf done took his money. So that ain't happening. So he might be a little disgruntled. I can see Pickens going to the Jets, man. What you think about that?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Or do y'all think that, Pittsburgh should just deal with the 2 wide receivers they got, or should they trade him at all? I mean, tell me what you think. Leave it something in the comment.
I'm going to say it like this.
Tell me what you think.
Pittsburgh is good for drafting good, nasty-ass wide receivers in the 4th and the 5th fucking round.
Very true.
So, they do it every year.
Very true.
Every year.
Right.
Every year. Every year. So, with that said in mind, I like the idea of trading Pickens.
Right.
I agree with you 100% because they're always going to continue to keep finding fresh talent. And it's just like what you said yesterday. The Steelers don't like to pay no damn body, especially if you ain't all the truth.
Yeah.
If your name ain't Big Ben Roethlisberger, we ain't paying. Get the fuck out of face.
And if you ain't, definitely if you're not working hard. Now, AB was a cut up, but he was the hardest working dude on the team.
Yeah.
And they paid the man for that. You know what I mean? They paid the man. But
yeah,
George Pickens, he's the most probably athletic dude on the team, probably the most talented dude on the team, but he don't work hard enough.
Nah. You said something about it. Didn't I hear something about he barely be showing up to practice and shit?
Yeah, he was late for a game that was out. The Christmas game he was late for. He quit on a lot of routes. That same exact game and other games, you know, he quit on the play. It was a Hail Mary in the end zone. Who was we playing? Was it the... We lost to somebody where we had to throw a Hail Mary up. And he ain't fight for the ball. He was worried about fighting the DB instead of fighting for the ball. He just be out of focus, man. Real talk. At the end of the day, George Pickens be out of focus a lot when he wants to. When he don't get his way, he gets out of focus. He's done it over and over and over again. And everybody in Pittsburgh ain't a fan. Now, we do got people that... I mean, right now, the talking Pittsburghers, we got the best receiver duo in the world. But me, I'm on some, I don't know if it's going to work out too well. Like, I mean, they're talented. Don't get it twisted. But are we going to have the issues we had last year? I mean, the Steelers are always talented. It's about, are they focused? Those are the teams that win in Pittsburgh, the focused teams, the teams with leaders. Because we always got talent. You know what I mean? We always got talent. We not worried about that. We've been doing the same thing for a long time. We all right with the talent. Is the talent focused? Is the talent doing what they supposed to do? You know what I mean? So that's that. So, yeah, man, I mean, Pickens, the Jets might be a good team for Pickens. I can see that happening, but that's just, you know, here, there, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I was just thought about that as I thought about Justin Fields going to the Jets. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. And it was a Pittsburgh connection, so I threw that together. All right, and another Pittsburgh connection, you know what I'm saying? Before I get to this, man, look, call into the show, 412-407-2744. Tell me what you think about, you know, what's going on with the Steelers and the rest of the league. But we're going to move on a little bit. Another Steelers connection, Najee Harris, man. Did you hear about this one with Najee Harris is out of town, man. No longer a Pittsburgh Steeler. That's just... And a lot of people wasn't feeling Najee. A lot of people going to talk shit on Najee for certain things that he couldn't do well. But he was a Pittsburgh Steeler, though. At heart, you know, through and through, he was a Pittsburgh Steeler, man. He always battled, never was hurt, never complained, always showed up to play, always gave 100% maximum effort. It wasn't always what you thought it should be or the style you thought he should take or how he should do his thing. But he was always there for the Steelers, man. So you gotta appreciate that as a Steeler fan. He had 1,000 yards every year he was here. From his rookie season to last year, Najee Harris held it down. You know what I mean? But he's now a Charger. And before I tell you what I think, you tell me what you think about him going to the Charger, because you probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, one-year deal, $9 million.
Huh? For 9?
A $1 million deal, a one-year deal for $9 million.
That's a wash-up deal.
That's a wild deal. You don't see.
That's a wash-up deal.
Now, what you mean by wash-up?
That means Najee Harris is on the verge of being washed up. He needs to daggone revamp himself for $9 million.
Yeah.
1 year, that's not even a franchise tag, kid. For a running back. Nah. 1 year, nah. He got to redeem himself and get out of that shadow of being up there in the bird. See if he can get out there and find some electric. You never know. What's her boy name? Harbaugh, apparently he wants him, so we got him out there. Mm-hmm. Might be able to do something with him. Mm-hmm. You never know. Mm-hmm. Might fuck around and sign a dude. Mm-hmm. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. Nobody expected that Carolina would have signed Chuba Hubbard so earlier this season, last season.
Yeah, they didn't waste no time.
They didn't waste no time.
And they shouldn't have. They seen what they needed to see.
Yes,
he proved himself for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
I
was
mean, I went back and
very
looked
smart for that.
at some of those replays. I was like impressed myself.
Okay.
But let's get back onto this free agency.
Right.
So what you saying with Najee Harris going out there for $9 million? Like I said, it was a washed-up deal. He just needs to go ahead and rebound and try to get right, try to do better. And then so Jalen Warren's our starting running back now, right?
So far.
Okay.
Yep. Looks like Jalen Warren's the starter. I believe they're going to invest in another running back, of course. It's probably one of these free agents out here. I think there's some good free agents out here that they might invest in. The one I wanted is gone.
Devontae.
Huh? Say that again?
We got a couple of them out there right now.
Yeah.
I mean, damn near our whole entire running back squad is gone.
Yeah.
Except for that old boy Jonathan Brooks who got hurt.
Right.
And then Chuba Hubbard. Because everybody else from Raheem Blackshear, Mike Boone, your boy Sanders, who else? Basically all the whole entire running back squad, they are free agents.
Right.
And Carolina has not made an inkling move to want to sign one of them.
And they're not. They're not. They're not.
Huh?
They're not.
No, I say, and it's crazy, right? So you think about it. I've been sitting here, Rich, I got to get back on this. I gotta keep on this right quick.
Go ahead.
All right, so I've been getting clowned. I've been getting talked shit to because I had posted a comment, right?
Right.
On one of these podcasts for Carolina. And I said, they asked the question, who would you take at number 8? I said, and in my opinion, I'd take a running back. I said I would take Ashton Genty from Boise State if he's there. I'd take him. Shock the whole motherfucking world.
All right, break down the philosophy. Right? What's the philosophy on that?
So the philosophy is behind that. The reason why I said it because Jonathan Brooks is going to be out for the remaining of the whole entire year. He's not going to play this year at all.
Yeah.
So we ain't worried about that. So what Carolina did when they signed DeAngelo Williams mid-season and then turned around at the number 8 or 7 pick and drafted Jonathan Stewart. What did they do?
Yeah. Went to the Super Bowl.
Correct. But that said in mind, Carolina, they just signed Chuba Hubbard. It would shock the nation.
Okay.
It would shock the nation because right now I see them, they're signing a lot of free agents like defensive tackles, cornerbacks. They just, like I'm saying, they signed up Horn for 4 years, 25 mil, and then they just bring back his counterpart across from him, Mike Jack. Yep. He's coming back.
Yep.
So they're gonna be okay. But here's the thing: we're gonna need some safeties because Xavier Woods kind of suspect.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that last night. Remember? They need a safety.
Yeah.
They could go safety like second round. They could go safety like second round.
Yeah.
That'll work out.
Yeah.
That'll definitely work out. Hold on, let me. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I feel you on that. All right. So we was talking about Najee.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the Charger on a deal that you call, what'd you call it?
I call that a wash-up.
Wash-up deal. Okay, yeah, right. That's what you said. A wash-up deal. Look, man, I agree with you, bro. Like, I didn't really think about it like that, but I mean, as a wash-up deal. But yeah, you got to prove yourself, man. You got a 1-year deal, man. They don't do too many 1-year deals. That's usually do a 2-year deal, and they can still cut you on that second year type shit. You know what I mean? But for somebody to get a 1-year deal, use a real rental, bro. Like, you could get cut in the preseason on a 1-year deal.
That part.
You're not even really on a team if you got a 1-year deal.
Look what a washed-up deal did to somebody.
Now, one thing I'll say about that deal that he took, this might be what Najee's thinking. Najee's from California.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably could have got a 2-year deal from somebody else, even a 3-year deal. I mean, maybe not 3, maybe for real cheap, who knows. But he could have probably at least got a 2-year deal out of somebody now if he would have just waited. But on day one, you take a 1-year deal and you from California, it might be saying something with. You feel me there?
I do.
You feel me there? That's what I get out of that. That's what I get out of that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna blow your mind on something that what I just said with a washed up deal. That deal that he just got, right, was given to a quarterback that had no idea he would eventually end up starting.
But who's that?
How about that trade? How about that acquirement from Seattle on Sam Darnold?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's where I was going next, for real. I'm glad you said that. Sam Darnold to the Seahawks. And you're right. He played 1 year in Minnesota.
1 year washed up deal because we had him in Carolina. We had him in Carolina.
And got
we got him
$33 million a year. He got a 3-year deal out of the Seahawks for $100 million. That's $33 and $300,000 a year. $33,300,000 a year, bro. That's what he got from the Seahawks. The only problem with that is that the Seahawks, the cabinet is kind of bare at this point.
Yeah.
But they got Njigba though, who took over as the number one receiver. Yeah. They got Njigba. They still got Walker in the backfield. What's the other running back's name that everybody's picking up in fantasy?
Charbonnet.
Speaking of fantasy, this is what I want y'all to think, man. Charbonnet, that's my dog, right? So this is what I want y'all to think, man. Speaking of running back, Charbonnet, and shit, look, like I said before, I'm asking the audience, man, you already know this question, but should the offensive line be a part of fantasy football? Let me just slide that in there real quick, because I meant to say it earlier, but should the O-line be in fantasy football? I think so. If you think differently, I'll explain to you why, man. I'm going to save that, though, until somebody disagrees with me. You know what I'm saying?
But are you saying for individual players?
No. I already explained it to you a long time ago. But I was trying to save that, but I'll break it down to you since you don't remember. But no, it's just like the defense. The offensive line is just going to be like the defense. You pick the whole unit. They give up a sack, you lose points. You score a touchdown, you get some points. You might get 3 points instead of 6. For the running back touchdown. Offensive line, you get your 3 points. Just like special defense and special teams. You know what I'm saying? You give up a sack, you get a negative point. But if you start the game off with 10 points, like sometimes how the defense, don't the defense start off with automatic points? So you it don't have to be high, or you can set it how you want to set it, but it could be even real low. Say you start off with a little bit of points and you lose a little bit, but if you don't give a sack up all day, then you keep your points. Just like on defense. If you don't give up no points, you keep those points, right? Ain't that how you had our league set up last year?
Yeah.
So my thing is, I hate to see offensive line get no credit, bro. They get no credit.
Ooh.
The offensive line gets no love, dog. Like, come on, man. It's easy to input them in the fantasy football.
Some killer bonus points, right? All right. So it can work. Yeah. And I like the thought of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I like the thought of it. Mm-hmm. I really do. So, like, for instance, right? You picked up it'd be hella 5 points. Oh my God, because you think about it, the offense is gonna get points for every one of your players.
Right.
Let's say offensive line. All right, we say offensive line.
Right.
And then you got Saquon Barkley.
Okay. You do have Saquon Barkley. If you got their O-line, you got Saquon Barkley. Just like if you got the Steelers defense.
No, I know.
Just like if you get the Steelers defense, right? You got TJ Watt, right?
You're gonna get double points. If the O-line, say for instance, if the O-line, right, makes a hole or makes a pancake, right? Rich.
I'm listening. No, go ahead.
All right, makes a pancake or opens a hole for Saquon Barkley to scramble for run for a touchdown. Right.
They should at least get 3 points.
The O-line should get at least 5 points for that.
Then you automatically get some points, okay? Or if you run for a touchdown, you get some points. if you don't give up a sack, you get some points. That's pretty much all you can do with the O-line. But if you got a good unit, you're going to get those statistics. Just like if you had the Philadelphia offensive line. You know how many touchdowns Jalen Hurts got with the tush push?
Yeah.
That's going to be everybody's favorite offensive line right there. You know what I'm saying? Even Josh Allen. Josh Allen got all types of rushing touchdowns. Then you got Cook, who got all types of rush. You get credit for all of that if you get their offensive line. Lamar Jackson scrambling for touchdowns. And you won't really get nothing for throwing for him, but you'll get it for protecting him if he's, getting out of sacks. Just to segue back into what we're supposed to be talking about, but Laremy Tunsil, man. You know who that is, LAB? You should, because I know how you get down. That was my boy. That was your boy that was smoking on camera at the draft with the gas mask. Right?
Yeah.
Laremy Tunsil. Now 5-time Pro Bowler, though. 5-time Pro Bowler now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of teams passed up on that, man. I think he dropped to Miami. Now he plays in Houston, but he's been traded to Washington, bruh. The Redskins pick up a 5-time Pro Bowl offensive tackle, bruh. To help with Jaden Daniels, which already got a help from what? Deebo Samuels. And what else did they pick up? Am I missing something? I was thinking they might get Myles Garrett, but that didn't happen. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But still, Laremy Tunsil to protect them, what the deal is. But I bet you it's